Well,
Thank
good
you.
morning, everybody. My name's Judith McGee, as Hannah says. I'm an account manager at BHSF, and it's really my job to help you get the best out of the services that you have with ourselves. So at the minute, you've got your EAP, but we call it RISE. It's much more than an EAP. It's all around looking after your physical health, your mental health, and your financial health. So what I'm going to do, or what you're actually looking at now, I'll just turn my camera off there for you, is you're looking at the hub that you will see when you download the app to your mobile phone. So it looks a little bit higgledy-piggledy there at the moment, but when you look at it on your mobile phone, it sits quite nicely in your phone with the 9 tiles, 3 by 3 on the front of your mobile device. So behind each tile, when you click on it, you will see what's provided by the service. So the first one we have is our GP. So when you click on the little icon, it just describes a little bit more about the service. And obviously, if you want to contact it, you just click on the little button there, contact the GP. So the GP service is available 24/7, 365 days a year. You can call in and make an appointment with a qualified and registered GP just whenever suits you. So we all know it's really difficult at the minute to get through to our own GP. You could be trying for, you have to try maybe between certain hours in the morning, and trying for lots of dials before you actually get through. Whereas you can actually just call this number any time of the day or night and you can make an appointment. You can make an appointment over the telephone, so it'll be a telephone appointment and the doctor will call you. Or you can make a virtual appointment where you can, on your PC or your phone, where you can look at the doctor. So that might be sometimes maybe you've got maybe a sore throat and the doctor can look at your throat. It might be you have a lump, a bump, a rash, a swelling. So you can get an accurate diagnosis. So as I mentioned, the telephone appointments are available 24/7, 365 days a year, and the virtual appointments are available from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. every day of the week, including bank holidays. So it means that you have access to a GP if you become ill and you can't even get access to your own service. It's not designed to be an emergency service. So if you've got maybe chest pains or breathing difficulties, that would be sometimes where you'd maybe need to contact, your own A&E department. And it doesn't replace your own GP. So if you've got an ongoing condition that your doctor's treating you for, it would be best just to keep that up with your own GP. However, sometimes people will call the number. I know I have used it for this on occasions where you maybe need a second opinion or you're unsure about interactions with your medication, etc. So it's just sometimes you need medical advice. And rather than doing Dr. Google, you will actually get speaking an appointment with a qualified GP. It's also available worldwide. So if you're going on holiday, you can take the number and you can call it from abroad. So remember to do that as well. And if you want to call it, you can just call, as I say, click on to call a GP, and it's a free phone number for you to call. Back to the front page of your mobile device then. The next service we have is our confidential support. So this is really a range of services should you need mental health support. So again, by clicking on any of the little arrows, it just tells you a little bit more about the service. You can call in. It's available as well 24/7, 365 days a year. And that gives you access to immediate advice from a qualified mental health professional. You can also make an appointment after a clinical assessment for ongoing counselling. So perhaps you've maybe had a bereavement or a trauma, or you suffer from anxiety or perhaps an eating disorder or something like that, and you need ongoing support. You can book that counselling in, and it's unlimited. We don't put a cap on it because sometimes clinically mental health professions will say that after 6 sessions of counselling, that should help you, and then they could signpost you on to other services. But sometimes you maybe need another couple of sessions, or perhaps later on in the year something triggers the issues again, so you might need to call back into the service. So it's really unlimited support as and when you need it, and as I say, it's available 24/7. Again, clicking on the little box just takes you to the number and it'll call directly from your mobile. back to the main front screen then we have our legal helpline. So if you're in need of legal advice for whatever reason, it could be maybe you have a dispute with a neighbour, you might have had a car accident and the person isn't insured, you could have maybe purchased something and it doesn't perform as it should, and you have no redress with the supplier. You can really use this to get some legal advice and guidance. It's available 24/7 as well, and they can help you with template letters, maybe to send to the supplier or the person you have the dispute with, and it can really give you accurate legal advice. The great news is the services are free to use, so you've unlimited access to it. And again, solicitors can be expensive, so you don't need to worry about the cost of that. That is totally free. Our partners for our legal services are Irwin Mitchell, who are one of the largest law firms in the UK. Then we have money advice. So I mentioned earlier, sometimes financial worries can cause mental health issues as well if you're worried about, managing your finances, etc. Some people just aren't good at managing their money. So call into the service. Our partners here are a specialist firm called Ariga, and they can really help you budget better, provide confidential money advice. They can help you if you've maybe got a lot of credit and you don't know how to prioritize. They can help you with negotiating with creditors as well. So it is totally free for you to use, and it really just takes that stress and worry and anxiety away from your finances and lets someone who knows what they're doing put you on the straight and narrow. The next service we have is our elder care and special needs support. So really this is where perhaps you maybe have a child with special needs. You've got maybe caring responsibilities for a person, or you might be looking after an elderly relative. So whatever your needs are, you can call and get again advice from our partners. We use a company called Grace Consulting. And again, this is a free service for you to use, but they will help signpost you, with speeding up assessments for things like autism, dyslexia, ADHD, etc. They can point you in the right direction to help with challenges at school, and just really help you, empower you to get the proper advice and support for the person that you're looking after. And again, clicking on the little box will call the number directly for you. Then we have a little Ask Bill. Now, I'm not going to click on this one because it takes me into another website. We brought Ask Bill into the service when the cost of living crisis happened a few years ago. I think we're actually probably still in the midst of it. But with Ask Bill, it's a link to a government website, and it just will help you with things like your just managing your electricity, your gas bills, etc. Just help you make sure you're on the right tariff, and also how to cope if you've got urgent medical equipment that you need to be on supply all the time. So things like that people are concerned about with their energy. And then we've got our self-support. So this is a range of downloadable workbooks. They're NHS guides. So when you click on the self-help workbooks, again, it takes you through to the self-help workbooks. I'll just click on it to let you see what it looks like. Takes you into the NHS Trust site, but it's all around guides for your mental health. So all the topics are in here. So like bereavement, domestic abuse, depression, anxiety, food, food issues, panic attacks, postnatal depression. There's a whole range of them, and by clicking on them, you can just view the guides. You can download them. They're available in audio form, really just to help you with any condition or worry that you might have. Then we have a little app that you can download called My Mind Pal. Stress can have a big impact on your physical health, because stress, when you're stressed out, it can increase your cortisol levels, increase your heart rate. really cause you to be anxious and stressed and have panic attacks, etc. So really this little app called My Mind Pal enables you to have an app on your mobile phone. So you just go into the Google Play Store or the App Store, just like you did to download this app for your mental health support. This gives you My Mind Pal. And this really helps. You'll need the code, sorry, as well, just to point out where the code is. It's just here. You'll need a code to purchase it, but it's free for you to use using that code. And then that's available on your mobile device. And then you can just use it as and when you need to help reduce your stress levels. Things like on a Friday evening when you get that last email that you know it's going to take you maybe 20 minutes or so, and you think, goodness, how do I just take a deep breath to just step back and make sure that you can give that urgent activity your attentions. So it can really just relax you. I use it quite a lot actually. I sometimes have difficulty sleeping. And there are, you probably are aware about white noise that's played to babies to help them get over to sleep. Well, there are sounds and music on the app, things like rainforest music, sounds at the beach, just raindrops, etc. Very relaxing, and it can help you get over to sleep. Some of those music sessions are around 30 to 45 minutes long, and certainly I've used it, and in 5-10 minutes I'm really in the land of Nod. So really, really useful. And it was designed by a psychologist, so it is really useful to help keep those anxiety issues at bay. And then the last service we have is our little podcasts. When you click on here, again, it takes you into our website. I'll just click in and let you have a look. It gives you a range of podcasts that you can listen into. They're linked really to our mental health and wellbeing calendar throughout the course of the year. But there's quite a lot of in there. So we've just had, last month was menopause month, so we had menopause in there. But there's things like living with adult ADHD, coping with drugs and alcohol, building stress and resilience, seasonal affective disorder with these, we go to work in the dark and come home in the dark now. So you can just listen into these podcasts as and when you want. And they're available, they're just available there all the time for you. And then that's us back to our main screen where we have all the services available. So I'm not sure how many are on the call. I think there are quite a lot of you. If there are any questions, perhaps it'd be a good idea maybe just to tap them in the chat. I'll just come off camera for you as well. And then Hannah, if maybe you could read out if there are any questions popping in.
Sorry, I'll come off mute. Yeah, of course. I'll just open up the chat now. If anybody's got any questions for Judith about the BHSF Rise or My Mind Pal, please let us know. So the first question I've got is, Is this free for all employees or are there subscriptions?
It's completely free for all employees to use. So you have access to your GP. Obviously, if there's a prescription provided, you would need to pay the private prescription charge. But other than that, your mental health counselling services, if it's CBT or EDMR, whatever it might be, the counselling can be arranged face to face if you want to as well. So that, yes, it's all totally free for you to use.
Perfect, thank you. There's a question here about benefits in work in terms of benefit in kind. I will pick up that separately and make sure that that's communicated back, just to make sure I get all the information right, because it's probably not best for Judith to answer that one. The second one is the GP available for children?
Yes, you can use it for any member of your family who live with you at your home address.
Perfect, thank you, Judith. Next one, what information do we need to be able to log into the app? I think that asks for an activation code.
Yes, so have you got that, Hannah, or has Suzanne got that?
Yes, I believe it's on our apps and also on the intranet comms that we sent out. But again, I can recirculate that if it's easy for everybody.
So again, to find that, all you need to do, there will probably be on your poster that you have, Hannah. But again, you would just go into the App Store or the Google Play Store and you look for BHSF Connect, and then use the code that will be on your poster or your flyer, and then you will be able to register. So it asks a few bits of information like your email address, your date of birth, and create a password so that you can download that to your mobile, and then that just sits on your mobile and you can use it as and when you need to.
Perfect, thank you. I think that answers the next question as well, which is how do you create an account? So thank you very much there. And the next one is, we've already answered the question around the GP for children, but the next question is it available to family members or just employees?
It's available to any family member who lives with you. I mean, even if you have an elderly relative or an adult child living with you, as they sometimes are at the minute, they seem to be not too readily. We're all having the young children until they get on the property ladder with us still. So yes, any family member living at your home address you can use the services for.
Perfect, thank you. And next question is how to get onto the app. We have already answered that one, and Dan has kindly shared the poster which has the access code and instructions on how to get connected. If anybody does have any difficulty trying to access it, please just reach out to the HR team and we can help you navigating that. I have downloaded it myself and logged on successfully. It is fairly straightforward. So as long as you've got the correct access code and the correct link, then you should be okay. But again, any issues, please let me know. Thanks, Dan, for sharing. Any other questions at all? Okay, brilliant. Was there anything else you wanted to run through, Judith, at all?
No, that's fine. That's all I needed to cover off. So I would just thank you for inviting me to speak with you all today, and I hope you find the service really useful and get some benefit from it.
That's great. Thank you so much, Judith. And like I said, this session has been recorded today, so we will get this sorted and edited and shared probably via the internet session. The internet. And I'll also be sure to make sure that the access code is available for everybody. Any further questions on BHSF Rise, please just let the HR team know and we'll be sure to help you. So thank you very much for your time today, Judith, and have a lovely day.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you now. Goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.